Hello, Facebook! Coming to you from Belgium on this Friday noon almost. I was just thinking about a topic and I wanted to share maybe a tip or a trick that many of you in business could use, especially in the coaching business or therapy business or the healing business. I was thinking around the topic of like sales and marketing and the fact of a lot of us doing this job online, and there's quite a requirement to be visible, to present yourself, to do marketing, to let the world know you're here and you're doing certain stuff. And the problem is that there's a very negative label or a very negative vibe connected to everything that has to do with selling or with marketing. And I had that too. And I don't know, I think it's something that we dragged along from the past. When we think about, the salesman coming at the door and trying to sell you something at the door, and people having to, wanting to close the door, and the salesman putting his foot between the door. I remember stories like that. I don't know if that has really polluted the fact of sales, but obviously we live in a society where there's a lot of consumerism, capitalism. People are pushed in fear to buy stuff that they don't need. There's a lot of advertising. It's all over the place, TV, YouTube, and people get annoyed because of the ads and, trying to push products and push sales. And I think we have this negative feeling around sales or being sold to, being sold something to us that we actually don't need. And then that bitter feeling that you have afterwards, like, oh, I bought something and it actually sucked. I didn't need it. And it's the salesman or the people selling, it's their fault. And there's this whole negative label. And I feel in this industry of online coaching and therapy and like healing, it's the same thing. People are scared to sell, are scared to do their marketing, being visible, talking about what they're doing, trying to put content out there. There's this negative vibe, and it's not necessary. It's not necessary. Because those salespeople, that's not us. Or for at least speaking from my perspective, that's not me. And I think a lot of people aren't like that in this business. We're not into doing sales or marketing to seduce people into buying something that they don't need. If you look down deep inside yourself and you can honestly say, look, I'm in this with my heart. I'm in this to help people. I'm in this to serve people, to help them transform, to help them heal, to help them get better, to help them get to a next level. And you're genuinely passionate about what you do, and you know that you can get your results and what you're putting out there is true and it's authentic, then what's wrong with that? But the thing is, that we have in our head, we have these mind patterns, we have these thought patterns, and they were built in the past. These thought patterns were built based on what a society thinks about selling, what a society thinks about marketing, and it's fixed inside of our head. So we have this like conviction, like, oh, selling is bad. I can't sell to someone. Someone's going to feel bad or is going to have a certain feeling towards me because I'm trying to sell something. And these thoughts can really keep you down and can keep you from becoming visible and showing what you can offer people, what you can do for people, or sharing tips or content. It can really hold you back because you're afraid people will think you're selling to them. While deep down, you're not. You're offering something that can help them and that you really can do something for people. So why should you feel like that? You don't have to feel like that. You should be proud. It's like, Why should you be embarrassed if you have a talent, you have tools that you can actually help people? Why should you feel like you're selling to something, selling something to someone that isn't needed? So a trick is that helps for me is really to reframe your thinking, like really observe yourself when you're thinking about marketing or sales. What are you thinking? What are the thoughts that pop up inside your head? And usually they're based on this general, outlook people have on selling and marketing. And they're like these fixed thought patterns that don't help you. So reframe or shift your thinking. And let me give you another perspective. Instead of thinking, oh, if I go online and I show myself and I let people know what I offer and I'm selling, and people will think, oh my God, they will feel bad. How about looking at it this way? If you're not going online and you're not showing what you do, what you offer, and what you can do for people, people won't be able to find you. People who have serious issues, who want to get rid of their problems, are not able to find you. And you're actually doing people a disservice by hiding. You're actually doing people a disservice by not showing what you're capable of doing for them and with them. I have, last year, I had this amazing couple. I had this woman who found me through Facebook, and she came for a session and she transformed instantly on her eating habits. And she sent over her husband, who then came to address his alcohol problem, and he shifted too. This is a whole family that got transformed. He kind of lost now 25 kilos. He's still sober after a year, and their family has never been better, has never been happier right now. If I wouldn't have offered or shown what I could do or what issues could be solved, she would never have found me. She might have still been in the same situation, and her husband might have been still in the same situation, or even worse, their relationship could be broken. So I did them a service by being out there, by doing the marketing, by offering and telling people what is possible, what possible results are, and so on. So when you shift your thinking from, oh my God, I'm going to be in people's faces and they're not going to like me because I'm offering stuff and they're going to feel like I'm selling to them, shift that from, you know what? I have amazing tools. I can help people on many levels, and I'm just going to talk about it and show results so that people know. Okay? And it's not about pushing people or hard messaging and direct messaging people like you should do this, or, just be authentic, be genuine, speak to people. If you know you can't help them, then don't help them. If you know you can, offer it. And work with the people that align and that resonate, and then there's no issue in doing your marketing or your sales when you come from the heart and you're genuine, authentic. So shift the thinking. Instantly when I think of sales, like, oh my God, I'm selling to people. People are going to not like me. They're going to think I'm selling. I feel this in my body. I feel this contraction. I feel this cramping. But when I shift it my God, if I don't go visible, people won't be able to find me. They won't be able to heal. They might miss out on the opportunity to change their lives. It's my duty to go out there because I have these talents. I have to show them. The universe is going I gave you all these talents. What are you doing hiding? Get out there. Show people what you can do and help them, So shift your thinking around this. Because automatically when I think that, I'm like, oh my God. Okay. And I actually feel excited. Yeah, I can help them. So let me show it. Let me tell them about it. Let me, And, I just had a colleague, and I was talking to him, and I said, yeah, we should reframe marketing. We should call it sprinkling your magic dust everywhere. Sprinkling hello, look. And then let people decide whether they want to join you or not, whether they want your help or not. So reframe the whole concept of marketing and sales and see how just that change of perspective, that change of thinking, that reframe of your thinking can actually shift your whole emotional state and get going. So get going. Don't hide. You have special talents. Let them see. People need you. People need to find you. People need to know that you can help them. So don't stop.